Oh, hey, sorry. I just can't get enough of that groove. What's up, Packers fans? The 2022 Packers schedule is official. It's released. It's out in the wild. It's out there. We can talk about it. My goodness, no need to reference leaks, although Kyle Kuzno always doing the heavy lifting in the 24 hours leading up to the schedule release. We knew a good part of it, but now we've got it all. And Kyle was spot on about the Packers playing in Miami on Christmas. All that, but we talked about that this morning, so I won't belabor the point. Opening in Minnesota, as the Packers did a couple years ago, ending in against Detroit at home, thankfully, but against the Lions again. Can we just anybody but the Lions? Anybody but the Lions to end the thing. That's all I'm asking. Just a small little thing for me. And they probably do this. Here's my theory. Here's my theory about why the NFL keeps scheduling the Lions at the end. It's like minimal travel for both teams. It's just like a quick hop across the old lake there, and they're done. So can we? I understand it. It's probably very convenient for the teams involved and the personnel, and I'm with you. But anybody but the Lions for the final week of the season, NFL, please, going forward, just next year, please. A little on me. Other than that, look, let's just go through it real quick. At Minnesota to start the year, obviously a win. Home opener against the Bears on Sunday Night Football, definite W. And we don't need no, dramatic halftime Aaron Rodgers reemergence this time. It's just a straight up ass kicking. At Tampa, okay, that's probably a loss, but I'm saying it's a win. That's another W. And then home, the Gold Package gets their first game against the Patriots. That's a late afternoon game on CBS. You better be loud, Milwaukee. You better be loud. And then they have the trip to England. They have their London game against the Giants. That's an 8:30 a.m. kickoff for those of you watching in the States in Lambeau time. Then they come back. And look, I've seen a lot of people already complaining, because that's what Packers fans do, about the fact that they have to play right away and don't get a bye week coming off the international game. And look, the NFL has done this before. They did it literally last year. I think it was with the Dolphins who went over there, and then, or maybe it was the Jaguars. It was one of those Florida teams that, had an international game and didn't have their bye week. That happened like week 4 or 5. And they didn't have their bye week till week 14, which is, I believe, what the Packers have this year. So it's happened before. Packers get it this year. Deal with it. They got to play some football. It's the way of the world. And then their little kind of stretch here. This is the 3-game, road stretch here where they're going to have to come correct. They at Washington with the Commanders, Carson Wentz shaking in his boots, no doubt. At Buffalo. Now, come on now. That's a Sunday night game. That's going to be huge. That's going to be a great matchup. Up there in Buffalo, you got to think the what do you call it? The pre-gaming, the tailgating for that game is going to be absolutely insane. Come on now. I think we have to have some kind of Cheesehead TV meetup prior to that game in Buffalo. That's going to be a party. And then they play at Detroit. That's a nooner at the moment. And then they're back home for week 10 against the Cowboys. That was already announced. Then there's the other Gold Package game is the Thursday nighter on Amazon Prime. The Amazon Prime game. That's the Titans coming to Lambeau Field. Then they have a couple rotors with the Eagles and Bears. The Eagles game is a Sunday night game, yet another Sunday night game. Packers getting a lot of national love, as they always do. Finally, they get their bye week, and then a Monday nighter against the Rams. I absolutely love the fact that the Rams offered up, tried to get the London game against the Packers because they are tired of coming to Lambeau and getting their asses kicked in the cold. Oh, and the league said, you know what? Nah, come to Lambeau in December on a Monday night. So it's going to be nice and cold for Stafford and Aaron Donald and company. Maybe Aaron Donald late in the season, so you got to think Elton Jenkins will be back. They can make their reacquaintance. That'll be fun. Then they have the Christmas game down in Miami, which I got to admit I kind of hate, but who cares what I think. Then they end against the Vikings at home, and then the Lions game at home. So 3 of the last 4 coming off the bye at home. That's gold. Gotta love that. Look, I'm excited. I see a bunch of wins. That's all I see. I see a ton of wins, a couple games where, yeah, they may lose if the ball bounces the wrong way, but mostly that's a schedule they should dominate. Ryan's kicking us off with a super chat. What's up, man? Next, can the Packers get Kenny Galladay from New York Giants? Could they? Maybe. Should they? No. Come on, dude. Have some faith, man. They got a great wide receiver group at the moment. Maybe they add a veteran, and maybe they do trade for someone or pick someone up off free agency, but they're going to be cooking with gas. Just you wait. Don't you worry. Nags, I finally got to catch you in the evening. What's up, Sly? How you doing, man? Brandy's here. Nags, why all the hoopla with the schedule? Why not just release it after the draft? Why not just release it before the draft like they used to? Brandy, because people got to make money. They got to pump this up. They got to, get the headlines. They got to make the buzz. That's what it's all about. The NFL has just completely taken over the calendar. We all know this. There's like one sliver, like 2 weeks basically in the summer, like late June, early July, where there are no NFL activities. There's no tentpole thing. There's nothing. And outside of that, there's always NFL stuff to talk about. The NFL has done a very good job of making sure that we are always talking about them. Overshadow, what's up, man? Good to see you. If I get a chance to go home game, would you wait for the normal crowd or would a gold package game still be great? I'll tell you what, Overshadow. Now, let me just say this. I have given the gold package untold amounts of grief over the course of, probably the lifetime of Cheesehead TV. So since 2007, I have been giving the gold package all sorts of heat, all sorts of grief. But I will say, since Matt LaFleur became coach and he did the thing where he brought in players to do video stuff and talk to the people around game day operations, and they changed how the music they play, the stuff they do at intros, the entire game day experience has certainly changed since Matt's been in town. And I'll tell you what, the couple gold package games that I've been in attendance for, they've brought the heat. Gold package game has started, I think, now. I don't think they've arrived, but they've started to turn it around. So gold package people, hear me now and listen to me later. Don't let me down. Don't make me look like a fool. I do enough of that on my own. Don't need help. You better bring it this year. That Patriots and those Titans games. Come on now. And a Thursday nighter, that's fun. Although I know Milwaukee people are like, oh, we got to drive home afterwards. Yeah, so give up your tickets. If you're not ready to drive home after a game, no one wants to hear it. You better bring it, Milwaukee. That's all I know. All I know. Thanks for doing this, Nags. This has to be the Super Bowl year, right? I hope so. Wait. Hey, Aaron. How was the fight? Oh, it's pretty good. That's the visual representation of me waiting for the Packers to win another Super Bowl. That's what that is. I love it. My best friend is a Titan fan, so we may be flying from Houston for the Thursday nighter. Do it, Overshadow. Do it. Aaron Rankin, I'm a gold package holder. I constantly get up and try to rise the crowd. Tough work. I'm telling you, man, it has been traditionally. But as I say, the last few years has been much better. I've been very impressed. Been very impressed. Andrew, what's up, man? We're going 17-0, but what game could be the trap game in your eyes? That's a good question. A trap game? I don't know. It's hard to generalize any NFL contest as a trap game. These are all any given week type of things, right? I will say a trap, like I said, I think the at Buccaneers is the one game I'm circling as a probable loss. They just have not played well in Florida with Aaron Rodgers, haven't done well against the Buccaneers in general. That's the one spot where I would circle and go, probably a loss. Outside of that, that's all I see are games that they could win. They should win. That Buffalo game, that'll be tough. No doubt about it. But a trap game? I don't know, man. Maybe. And I'm talking huge maybe here. Maybe at Philly. That might be a trip. Something where they trip up. But even that's a game they should win. Big B. is here. What's up, Big B? How you doing? Are you surprised they didn't take a bye after the London trip? No, not really. Like I said at the top, it happened last year. Um, it's not. I mean, I know they have done that. The NFL has scheduled buys coming off an international game in the past, but it's not. Hasn't been rock solid every single team every single time. So no, I'm not surprised. Mark, what's up, man? So glad I moved to the Tampa area last December. Definitely going to Bucks Packers game. Mark, they're going to need you. Good to see you're going to be there. They're going to need you. Steven at Minnesota L. Steven, get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. They ain't going to Minnesota week 1 and losing. Come on now. I mean, could they? Sure. Yeah. But no, come on now. I mean, I just see another Jair Alexander interception of Kirk Cousins, much like we saw a couple years ago in week 1, along with a safety from Jair. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I don't see no L there, son. Brandy, do teams have any say in the schedule produced by the NFL? Not really. They can put in requests, much like I was just talking about with the Rams. They can say, like, we'd like to play the Packers in London. And the NFL can turn around and go, oh, yeah, that's hilarious. But, yeah, they can make requests. Sometimes the NFL will listen. Sometimes the NFL, rarely, the NFL will acquiesce. But more often than not, they don't get a say. Zadarius Smith, meet David Bakhtiari. There you go. What is a gold package holder? Eric, the gold package, 2 games every year are designated for the gold package. That is old school Milwaukee ticket holders from when the Packers used to split their time between Lambeau Field and Milwaukee County Stadium. When they made the move in the early 90s to have all of their games played in Green Bay, Bob Harlan came up with the idea of having what was called the gold package, where people who had season tickets in Milwaukee could get 2 games every year and they have the season tickets still for 2 games every year in Lambeau, even though they're in Milwaukee. And it's all people who had season tickets down in County Stadium. So that's been, like I said, going on since the early 90s. And it's funny because it's kind of gone up and down. Like back in the early, kind of late 90s, early 2000s, the Milwaukee crowd was insane. They were absolute party animals. It was nuts. And then it took a turn, like mid 2000. I think really toward the tail end of Mike Sherman's tenure, they really became the church crowd, man. Like they were so quiet. They were so not into the game. It became very kind of stale almost. But like I said, and to the point, like if people think I make this shit up, but like Corey Linsley literally said it on my podcast a couple years ago, where he was like, the Milwaukee crowd is noticeably quieter and much more subdued. So the players even noticed. But yeah, like I said, like a couple years ago, since Matt came on board and changed kind of the vibe around game day, it's picked up. Gold package has been better. So let's do it, man. Come on, Milwaukee. Don't let me down. Luke, what's up, man? Hope you're enjoying New York. 17-0, Nagler. We got this. Carry the G. That's what I'm talking about. Chris, not only did they not put the Rams in London, they made them come to Lambeau at night late in the season after the Packers bye. How much do we love it? Hey, look, turnabout's fair play, right? Remember, what was it, last year, I think it was, when the Packers had that late week 13 bye. They went into the bye playing the Rams. The Rams were coming off their bye. So, now it's your turn. LA, Super Bowl champs. Welcome to Lambeau Field. Sup? Can't wait. Timbo Slice, what's up, man? NFL hit home run week 1. So many good games. Yes. The overall week 1 schedule for the NFL is phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be on the couch watching a lot of football. No doubt about it. Tottenham Stadium will feel like a home game. Huge Packers following over here. I was just speaking to one of our local television stations about that. I'm with you. I think it will be maybe not, a complete home game crowd, but it's going to be, I think, I think the Packers are going to be very well represented. No question about it. I just want a nasty defense. David, I'm with you. I believe it is on the way. Let's hope. The guys got to gel. Guys got to do the work. But on paper, the promise, I'm with you, man. I am with you. Days, do you see the NFL will change the OT rule so both teams get the ball in the regular season and the playoffs? Ryan, if that's a late breaking news story, like literally as I'm live, I haven't seen that. I've seen that they are going to do. There is an adjustment to the playoffs, but not the regular season, as far as I know. Unless this literally just got tweeted out while I'm live. Daniel, I just want to run the fucking ball. Hey, man, you and me both. All right, everybody, I'm gonna have to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers on the schedule release evening. I'll be back tomorrow morning, so whatever you guys got to talk about, and maybe I didn't get to tonight, I'm back every single morning, every day, 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, Packers Daily, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please do me a monster favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack Go.